Hello again, friends. I'm at a different location now. I had thought to come here into the trees and make a video here, but there are mosquitoes here in the trees. I've got my tea out already and I was relaxing and mosquitoes were munching on me, so I'm going to go back up the trail a bit where I saw another bench, and I'm going to. It's too bad though. This is really nice. I should come here when it's not cloudy and the sun is shining more, and the mosquitoes will probably be more tolerable then, or less of them rather, I should say. A lot of trees, big trees here. I like it. Okay, I'm going to go to the other bench now. Okay, made it back to this bench that I've been using under this fir tree, Douglas fir. And I'm going to be talking about the telepathy tapes. You'll find it on YouTube. So look it up there. It's called the telepathy tapes, but it's from their playlist called the talk tapes, which is more audio than video. And I like them because it's like a podcast. You just listen to it and you can put it on repeat and listen to it again until you've assimilated all you can from it. And it's never all you can, because you can always come back and listen to it again, and you'll always get something you didn't catch the first time or the second time. All right, I waited for a couple people to pass by. I'm continuing now. So I'm going to be talking about the episode that's entitled The Languages of Intuition by a lady called Anna Naturalista, yeah. And I think she's a Native American, I believe, I recall. I'm reading this from my notebook. I took notes on it on the bus and before the bus. Okay, remote viewing, it talks about, is the definition is basically the seeing from a distance. When you get into a certain meditational frame of energy, you can see things from a distance. That is called, well, we'll get to that in a moment. An astral travel is projecting your conscious awareness outside of your physical body. I like doing that. It's fun, and it's like exploring. Hello. Exploring things that you've never encountered, and because the universe is vast and probably infinite, you can find things. You can find out new things that you couldn't find normally. You couldn't discover normally, and there are just so many advantages of being able to astral project, projecting your conscious awareness outside of your physical body. Your body's still sitting or lying on the bed, and your consciousness is at an apparent location that is different from where your body is. Now, you don't have eyeballs when you're there, but you don't need them, because you're aware of everything around you and in a spherical way in every direction. Everything simultaneously you're aware of, and you can see, you can touch, you can feel. Even if you're not seeing it, you can feel. You can be in total darkness. I've had times where I've been in astral projecting and I'm not really seeing anything, but I can feel every thing, we'll say thing, every object and other consciousnesses near me. Near is another relative term, but we have to put it into language, which is very limiting, human language. There are 5 areas, she said, that will help or hinder your psychic abilities. Now, this is important. 5 areas that will help or hinder your psychic abilities. Number 1 of these is nature. That's number 1. And she listed as the body, 5 things that have to do with nature. 5 elements, she said, I believe. The body, which is earth element. So healthy foods and exercise are important. If you don't have a healthy body, you can't, that hinders your psychic abilities. You'll not be as sensitive if your body is in ill health. And your mental health is important too. So take care of yourself in every way. The next element is water. Drink spring water. Don't drink water from the tap. I don't care what city you're in. I would not trust it. I won't trust my water to bureaucracies. So I buy it in the 5-gallon jug of spring water, and that's what I make my tea with, and what I make my food with, what I drink with ice cubes in it. The ice cubes are made from it. Clean water, and you know it's clean. The third element is ether. Our beliefs versus divine experience and knowing. Okay? You gain experience from exploring your own consciousness and different aspects of it. Fire is the 5th element. 5th? Are we on the 5th? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. 4. Oh, there's 5. Okay. There's 5 elements. Fire is the 4th. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There was earth, water, ether, and now we're on fire. Your passions and inspirations, she said. Passions and inspirations. What is your life path? What do you feel is your life path? Feel into that, meditate about that. What are your passions and inspirations telling you about how you should be, what you should be doing in this life? Because these lives are very short and we shouldn't squander them. We're all here for a purpose. Let's find out what that purpose is and get with it, okay? That's what I'm doing still, learning what my purpose is in life, and I'm getting much closer, I feel. And the final element of the 5 is air, she said, air, which has to do with communications, breath, I suppose, tapping into your intuitions, your inner voice, yeah. But your intuitions come not just from, well, it does, from your inner voice. And then she went into, I'm just summarizing. I don't recall what number this was of the talk tapes. The title of it is Languages of Intuition. And now where she's talking about the 6 languages of intuition. The 6 languages of intuition. Number 1, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is clear vision. Clear vision. Voyance, clear. Like, I can think of a word with voyance, like you're a voyeur, you like looking. You enjoy looking at people and things. That's a voyeur. So seeing is voyance. Clear seeing, clear inner sight, inner guidance. There have been times when I have I don't think this is speaking specifically about seeing at a distance. Clairvoyance can be just, yeah, well, I suppose it is, because they go into different aspects of intuition. This is only the first one. So clear seeing, your inner guidance through the mode of vision. I reckon it's saying. Number 2 is clairaudience, hearing, clear inner hearing. Now, it's not the mean voices in your head. She said that's your ego talking. So don't listen to the negative things. That's not your that is not your clear hearing. That's your muddy hearing. Yeah, your own ego trying to muck up things for you. Keep it in a safe space that it enjoys. It only believes, and your ego only believes that it enjoys being, the status quo energetically, whatever that might be. And if it's not at a high level, well, that's not where you should be. It can manifest with voices, sounds of every variety, birds, drums, bells, voices, we said that, music as well. You can hear music in your meditation. And meditation is the portal through which these intuitions come. So we talked about meditation briefly in the last video, my previous video. We're on clairaudience. Now number 3 is claircognizance, clear inner knowing, divine inner knowing. Again, not your crappy knowledge that you have convinced yourself is right. Listen deeply to your inner guidance and what is divine knowledge rather than your ego's version of that. Number 4 is clairsentience, clear inner feeling, your body telling you what your eyes, clear inner feeling, your body telling you what your yeses and nos are. Should I go this way? It's saying yes. Okay, thank you. Like that. It might not be. It's probably not auditory. It's probably not visual. You don't smell it. You don't taste it. You don't feel it. You just know that it's an inner knowing. Inner knowing. That's what it says. A clear inner knowing. And that's one mode of guidance that you can receive by one mode called claircognizance. Number 4 is clairsentience, clear inner feeling. Now, she said that claircognizance, the one before, is like your dad senses. That's what it's more of a masculine knowing, but we all have a masculine energy and a feminine energy. The way through this, stumbling on my words. Now, this is only the way that I'm trying to explain how I understand it, but listen to this episode of you might just jump straight to this one. It doesn't matter what order. Just pick the ones you think most resonate with what you need to know, and listen to your own inner guidance, right? So, clairsentience is rather your feminine knowing. Your body telling you what your yeses are and your nos are. Oh, or did I get it wrong? Yeah, no, that's the feminine one. Yeah, your body. Women give birth. They're more in tune with the feelings of their body. I don't know what the birth aspect has to do. It just came into my head. The last two are not so well known. This might be the first time. It was for me the first time I've ever heard these two. Now, your sense of taste is the physical aspect of it. It's called clairgustance, clear tasting. That's one of your five senses. Tasting, and the sixth sense, let's go back to that one, is let's list the physical senses so that we can determine which is the sixth sense out of these six. You have seeing, you have hearing, you have taste, you have smell, you have feeling, touch. That's the five physical senses. So, number three, claircognizance, clear knowing. That's divine knowing. Is the masculine aspect of knowing. The feminine aspect of knowing is clairsentience, which comes through feeling, which has a physical aspect. I suppose that the physical aspect of knowing could be the knowledge that your brain, your physical brain, your physical computer or database of knowledge gathers in a lifetime or in the course of your lifetime. We are down to five, clear inner taste. I'm trying to imagine how this one could be very useful. I suppose that it's one aspect through which certain spontaneous understandings, certain spontaneous information comes in through an inner taste. You're not actually tasting anything physical, but you seem to have, just out of the blue, for example, you start to taste the taste of peaches or something. You taste peaches, and maybe as well you're smelling them with the clear. What's the smelling? Clair. Oh, I haven't gotten to that one yet. That's the next one. Number six is clairolience. Clair, Olience. Olience. Olfactory, yeah, your smell. Clear inner smell. Now, I have experienced that one actually in dreams, and in dreams, I've experienced that. Have you ever had a dream where you are, tasting and smelling, where you can taste what you're eating in the dream, and you can smell the food that you're eating, or you can smell the flowers in the meadow that you're walking through in your dream. You can smell the flowers. Yeah. So you might in the physical, you might suddenly smell the example she used, you might smell a certain cigar smell that your grandfather used to You might, I'm sorry, there was a slight interruption. But yeah, you might, she said you might smell the smell of your grandfather who smoked a certain cigar and he had a certain smell to him. That might be that the spirit of your grandfather is nearby, and that's one mode of sensing, um, the clairaudience. You smell that cigar smoke. So, or you might smell a certain flower that your grandmother loved a lot. That's a good indication that your grandmother or your mother, or whomever it's associated with, might be nearby. That might be a good moment, which might be a good indication that she's trying to contact you and she's nearby. So tune into that and see if you can communicate with her somehow. That's an example. Okay. Now, she talked also about how you start your day out. She says, upon waking each morning, check yourself, check your energy. What are your thoughts? How does your body feel? And what can you do about it? Bring your thoughts and your body back into feelings of love and gratitude, because the universe is one being, the universe, and we are minute aspects of the entirety of that one being, different expressions of that one being, and we can express love and gratitude to the universe at any moment of our lives. And when we wake up in the morning, that's a good way to start. Start with love and gratitude. And raise your frequency as you're waking up slowly. You might begin after that journaling whatever dreams or impressions you had. Put that in your dream journal. Lie very still and recall, as I said, every detail of your dreams. Write that down, because those could be important, and when you go over them, and they will give you inspirations and realizations of things that you might need to know about yourself, or things in the future that are coming, for example. It might be beneficial for you as well when you're starting out your day and you've already risen, you're on your feet, or you're sitting, drinking your coffee. You could be journaling what your plans for the day are. And with respect to your highest mode of operating in spirit throughout the day. You want to keep your vibration as high as you can all day long, and not be overly stimulated by whatever environment or energy you happen to be. Listen to your intuition and ignore the doubts that come in, and do that all day long. And you get better at it the more you do it, like anything else. Oh, this is a nice quote. Environment is stronger than will until you find the will to change the environment, your environment. Now that was from Paramhansa Yogananda, the famous yogi, who was very in tune with the universe and with life. Now, that again is environment is stronger than will. And he paused, and everyone's thinking, yeah, but what now? I mean, now what? I mean, environment's stronger than will. That seems sort of defeating, doesn't it? But it's not. Because when you find the will to change your environment, then you're not at the mercy of your environment, which is to say your inner environment and your outer environment, both your inner and the external as well. Your outer environment, you can physically get up and go to another place that feels more in alignment with your goals and how you want to feel. Here's a good example where I am now. This is why I don't do it at home, because I live in an apartment building and I'm surrounded by all sorts of energies, and it's hard to struggle through that every day. So I seek to find a quieter place to talk about things that I want to talk about with you, and to keep my mind clear, and and when you're swimming against the stream, it's much harder to swim. You know what I'm saying? And your inner environment is tuning into your higher source, your higher self. You raise your energetic frequency with love and gratitude, meditation, meditating on those things, and calming your mind, quietening your mind. That's the meditation that I use and I recommend. Find a place of no thought. You reach a place of no thought, and you become the universe, basically. And there are different levels of that. The deepest is called the void. You are the universe, and you are in a void space, which can be quite frightening the first time you ever experience it. But then you realize that you are the universe and you have all the power. You can return to your tiny self again at will, among other things. There's so many side thoughts that come to mind when I talk about things like this. But I can't keep going on tangents because we'll never finish this one talk. What does it say next? Be the soul that controls your own energy and environment. Be that person rather than allowing yourself to be controlled by it. What's on the next page? And how do you do that? How do you control that? Well, you control your mind, you control your body, keeping your body healthy, keeping your mind healthy, keeping your energy clean, not indulging in things that are bad for you and affect you. You know what affects you in the wrong way. I mean, no one has to tell you that. You just be honest with yourself. Also, the more often and deeply you tune into your own energy and its fluctuations, the better you will become at recognizing what is yours and what is intruding from outside of your own energetic field in this body. So that's what I'm going to leave it at. Okay. And as I walk my old butt out of here, I'm going to, it just occurred to me, the thought several times while I was trying to make videos at that bench, that I might do well to find a more private spot. I'll keep searching. Can't get too comfortable there, although it is a nice one. It's just too public. I like more privacy and fewer interruptions. And anyone who hears that should not take that personally, because that's just me. You do you. All right? A lot of love to you. And I'll go home and make this video. And by the time you're watching it, well, that means it's done, of course. Bye.